morning, guys. Wherever you are in this world, I hope that you are well and that the spirit that dwells inside you has given you peace. Regardless of what you are going through in your life, I hope and pray that you have some sort of peace that lets you get through the day despite circumstances and whatever the world throws at you. Today, I have a word for you, and this word it's slightly different in the sense that I just woke up an hour or so ago from a dream, and this dream was so vivid and so real that I had to come and relay the message I got from it. And I hope that it will give you clarity and some sort of direction in your life that I think I personally needed. Okay. I'm going to relay the dream, like a summary of it, and then I'm going to go and chop it up in detail as I tell you what I got from the dream as I replayed it in my head. The dream was, in the dream, I was about to go, I checked my watch and I realized that I was about to miss a flight. It was exactly 2 hours before the flight, and I started to panic because, number one, I realized that the flight I was going to take was an international flight and not a domestic flight, meaning that boarding started way before the 2 hour, at the 2 hour mark. I don't know what it is right now, but usually I think boarding for international flights it's around 2 hours before, whereas for domestic flights it starts 40 minutes or so before. But hey, things can differ depending on where you are, but give or take that. And then the next part is I am rushing to go pick up my bags. I realized that I had packed for winter, but I remembered where I am going. It's summer, so the panic started to elevate. I started to panic even more because I'm realizing now I need to unpack. I need to unpack and pack the right clothes for this destination I'm going to. Fine, I'm busy unpacking, and I realized, oh gosh, I was planning to take a shuttle to the airport, but I won't have enough time. I won't have enough time to get there. I'm already late. I'm still unpacking. I don't even have the mode of transport to take me to the airport. And I think I asked a friend and said, could you go and take me to the airport so I don't miss my flight? Now, by this time, I am so scared. My heart was beating so fast, and I woke up from the dream as I was still packing new things into the bag in anticipation to getting to the airport. I woke up from this dream with my heart beating, racing, thinking that I'm going to miss my flight. What did I get from this dream? This dream to me was saying, most times we go to the Lord and we trust Him for a breakthrough. We trust Him for a miracle. We trust Him for some promise He made unto us. And we know that in the Bible it says that God's answers are yes and amen. Fine. That's beautiful, but in James 2:17 it also says that faith without works is dead. How many of us right now are asking God for a miracle? How many of us are asking God for a breakthrough, yet we are doing nothing to prepare ourselves for this miracle, for this breakthrough, for this promise that the Lord has made to us? How many of us are sitting back and saying, God, you said you will do this. God, you said you will do this. But we are not actually aligning ourselves and getting ready for the time when God will deliver this thing to us. Will we actually even be able to recognize it when it's right in front of us? Going back to the dream. So The dream starts where I look at the time and I realize that I'm 2 hours away from the flight leaving. And I get scared because I realize that this is an international flight and not a domestic flight. If you have asked God for something, you know what it is, right? You know what it is. You've asked God for a husband. You've asked God for a job. You've asked God for a financial breakthrough. You've asked God for a new house. You've asked, are you ready for that thing? Are you ready for that thing? Do you know the requirements that come with that thing? Because when you usually go and book a flight, number one, you know where you want to go. You have to choose the airline. You have to choose the destination. You have to choose the date and time you want to depart, right? Are you ready for your flight? Are you ready for that thing that you have asked God for? Having determined what you want, have you read the instructions? When you get a boarding pass, and maybe some of you haven't flown, but you have surely God asked for something where there were some requirements, where there was some blueprint at the bottom of the page telling you certain things about that thing. Whether it be it's a job, a job has a contract, but when you go and take a flight, there are certain things written. You are told what time boarding is. You are told how much your luggage, the weight of your luggage. You are told the things that you shouldn't pack. Have you read those things? Have you read and prepared yourself for the flight so that you get ready? You are ready when the day comes, when the time comes for you to go and take that flight. Are you ready for your blessing? Are you ready for your breakthrough? Are you ready for your miracle? Or are you just sitting back and saying, hey, I asked the Lord, I am waiting. What are you doing in anticipation for your breakthrough? What are you doing? Have you read the fine print? Have you asked the Lord what He requires you to do in order for you to be ready for it? Have you asked the Lord what this thing you are asking Him for what it comes with? You know what? You can ask God for a new car, but a car needs petrol to move. A car doesn't move on air. A car doesn't move on just water. What are you going to do to maintain that car? Do you know the insurance that you're going to take for that car? Do you know how you're going to maintain this beautiful thing that God is going to give to you? What time is your flight leaving? Further, even if you know the time, in my dream, I knew the time and I knew that I was 2 hours away from boarding. But is it an international or a domestic flight? Because not actually knowing that determines the boarding time. Do you get it? That determines the boarding time. So you might know when your breakthrough is coming. You might be getting all the signs that your breakthrough is coming. But when you don't know that is the destination, when you don't know the specific things to ask God for, like, God, I want a husband like this. God, I want a house like this. Be specific with the Lord. Know your destination. Know where you want to go. And when you go to the Lord, give Him specifics. For me to have known I have a flight that I'm going to board and not know it was not an international flight, I think means I wasn't specific with the Lord. I didn't say to God, God, this is what I need. This is specifically what I want. God is going to give you exactly what you want. Be specific with Him. He's going to give you most times better than what you asked for. You're going to go ask for a domestic flight, He will give you an international flight, but make sure it's better. Do not go and shortchange yourself when it comes to God. Okay. Next part of the dream is I realize I packed wrong. I packed winter clothes, but I was going to a place where it's summer. And this can happen if you are going for an international flight. Most times you are moving not only to different time zones, but the seasons are different. It's summer where I am, but it's winter is starting somewhere else, you know? What you have asked God for, have you prepared for that? Have you gotten certain things out of your life in anticipation for this breakthrough? When I realized that I had packed the wrong things, I then rushed to my wardrobe and I found clothes in there that I had never seen. All these clothes had new tags. They had new tags, but I hadn't packed them. It seemed like I had bought them, but I didn't pack them. Why? It seems like I was holding on to certain things in my life, which were my old clothes. Yet I had all these new clothes that I don't know if I had forgotten about them, but I looked at the size. I was like, this is my clothes that I knew, brand new, but I didn't pack them. Why? There are certain people in your life you need to let go of. If you are asking God for a husband, why are you still holding on to that person in your life that you know you don't want to be your husband? Why are you still holding on to certain friends who are not meant to go into the season with you? Why are you still holding on to the clutter in your house? There's certain broken things in your house that you will not repair. There's certain things in your house is not clean. Your house is cluttered. Yet you're asking God for a blessing of a beautiful home. How will you learn to keep your house in order? The new house, that is, when you can't keep the current house in order. What are you doing to get ready for the job you're asking for? Are you spending your time watching things on TV, or are you equipping yourself for this new job? Usually when we ask for a job, we have a job spec. You know, we have there is so many places you can go to see the requirements of the new job. Are you learning that new system that the job requires? Are you reading? Are you studying? Are you taking that exam that you need to take to get ready for the job that you're asking God for? What are you doing in anticipation for this breakthrough that you have asked the Lord for? I think the clothes that I found in my wardrobe as I went to go pack, I found these clothes there. I don't remember buying them, but they were the right clothes, they were the right size, and they were summer clothes. For me, that said, God has put certain things in my life, things, people that are ready, have been placed there for me to walk into my new season with. There are certain things that I have to leave behind, and these are my winter clothes, but that God himself has gone and taken the things that he knows I need in my new season, the things that I need to take in my flight to where he is taking me, and I need to be able to recognize these things. I need to go somewhere, because remember, a wardrobe, if somebody comes into your house, usually they'll ask you, where is the bathroom? I went to my wardrobe, I opened my wardrobe, and I found clothes in my size. I was no stranger. God has placed things and people in your life that you need to take into your next elevation. And you need to go and, you know, it's not going to be hard. It's not going to be hard to recognize these people. Ask him. And you know the things that you need to leave behind. You know the things that you have packed in your life and you are carrying. You know the burdens you are carrying in your life that are not meant to be in your next season. Guys, God does not run a pyramid scheme, right? God is not running a pyramid scheme. You are not going to get there through some get rich quick scheme. You need to do the work. Faith without works is dead. You are going to miss your flight. You are going to miss your breakthrough. You are going to miss this beautiful thing that God has prepared for you. It's there. It's there for the taking, but you are not aligned. I am not aligned. You need to be aligned in order to actually tap into this breakthrough. The next part of the dream, I then realized that I didn't prepare the right transport to get to the airport. So remember, my time is already, like my heart is beating so fast now because I'm realizing I have such a small window. And now to get there, I need to go and ask the right person the right question, and I hope this person delivers. In this case, I went and asked a friend, hey, I had thought I'm gonna take a taxi or a shuttle to the airport. Please, can you use your car to help me? Guys, ask for help. Ask for help. You have friends who have bought houses. Go ask them the processes of getting a mortgage. You have resources on the internet you can go seeking guidance from. You have people in church who can give you counseling with regards to how to prepare for a relationship. You know your weakest points. You know what it is about you that you should leave behind. That doesn't work in relationships. If you are asking God for a husband, are you ready for this husband? Or is there something about you, in you, that you haven't worked in? Whether it be it's a pain, a habit, a character flaw that you have harnessed, and you think that this thing makes you strong, but this is the thing that's going to repel this breakthrough, this husband that you have asked for. Go ask for help. There are people put in the way, on your path to your flight, that are just there to help you get there. God will never leave you without the right tools. God will never leave you without equipping you for what's coming for you. You just need to access all these things that He has given to you. And sometimes when you don't know what it is, ask Him. Say, God, I know I have asked you for this. What should I do to get ready? What should I do to be in the right place at the right time for when my breakthrough comes? He is a God who answers. He is a God who will show you things, who will reveal certain things to you. And gosh, the last thing that you want to do is look back and say, oh, if I had been here at this time on this day, I would have received my miracle. I would have received my breakthrough. How painful would that be? How painful would that be? I hope that you get what you need from this message. I hope that this message, which for me is important, because I need to go sit back and say, what is it in my life right now that I'm not doing right, that is pulling me away from getting my breakthrough? What is it in my life that I need to let go of in order for my miracle or my breakthrough to manifest itself? What is it in my life that I'm clinging on to that is not meant for my next season? Ask yourself that question. And if you ask yourself that question, trust me, it will come. God will deliver it on a silver platter. God will deliver it to you. You just need to make sure that you are aligned. You are in the right place. You are there at the right time to take this flight to your true destination. This flight to your miracle. This flight to your breakthrough. This flight that you went and you booked when you went down on your knees and you prayed to God. I hope and pray that this message has given you some sort of clarity, that this message is just what you needed, and that you have faith that God is delivering this breakthrough to you very, very soon. Go prepare yourself. It's not going to be a Ponzi scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. Faith without works is dead. Guys, have a beautiful day, and be ready. There's some songs I'm gonna put in the description box. I want you guys to listen to them, and I hope that they edify you and prepare you for this beautiful, beautiful thing that God has prepared for you. All right, have a blessed day, brothers and sisters.